Hello and welcome back to another other video. Today we are talking about a potential northeast severe threat here, where even though it only looks like a marginal risk at the moment, the environmental factors do seem to be there more than we think. So starting off here, this is the Storm Prediction Center outlooks based on the Pivotal Weather 4 panel look, just to glance over it real quick. So in the Northeast, you have marginal risks across parts of Vermont, Massachusetts, Connecticut, New York, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, DC, West Virginia, and Virginia, with some areas outside of New York City through Albany, Scranton having a 2% chance of tornadoes. Then you have less than 2% chance, less than 5% chance of hail, and a 5% chance of strong winds above 58 miles per hour. So here is the discussion based on the convective outlook. So strong to locally severe thunderstorm development is possible near the Canadian-U.S. border from the Great Plains into the upper Great Lakes region, as well as across parts of the northern mid-Atlantic region Monday afternoon to Monday night. So, starting off here with the northern mid-Atlantic discussion, prefrontal surface troughing extending from near the migratory low southward through the mid-Atlantic likely will become the focus for the more prominent boundary layer destabilization during the day Monday. The boundary layer probably will become characterized by seasonally high moisture content, but lower mid-tropospheric lapse rates that are expected to be generally weak, as most guidance suggests that CAPE will not reach 1,000 joules per kilogram. Now, it does seem, here's the mixed layer CAPE, we could see some areas get up to that amount, but most of that is right now as I'm filming this. So during the day on Monday, we won't have a lot of CAPE, mostly down by DC, where you could see 2,000 to 3,000 joules per kilogram. But many areas in that main region here are just over 1,000 joules per kilogram. So, however, a belt of 30 to 40 knot southwesterly flow in the 850 to 500 millibar layer will potentially contribute to an environment conducive for organized convection. Given sufficient destabilization, it is possible that this could include a couple supercells with a risk for tornadoes, particularly across the Poconos and Catskills into Hudson Valley vicinity Monday by late Monday afternoon. And here is our supercell composite index, where we are seeing the potential here for plenty of supercells in the Catskills, Poconos, and generally just parts of upstate New York and parts of northeast Pennsylvania. This is, at this point, this is 4 p.m. in the afternoon, where you could see some areas get up here to 20 out of 50, but generally a good 10 to 15 here across parts of Massachusetts, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania. And for our significant tornado parameter here, we do have some areas that could see a good chance of tornadoes here. In parts of the Catskills, you could see up to a 2.5 to 3 out of 10. In parts of northern PA, you got a 1.5 to 2 out of 10. And in parts of western Massachusetts and Connecticut, you have a 1.5 to 2 out of 10 as well. So let's take a look at the timing of these storms here. So right now we have some general storminess in parts of western Pennsylvania, but as this low pressure becomes more organized here, you can see that we have this initial front here near the warm front, where we do have some general raininess but no severe weather. Now that'll move through early Monday morning, and eventually right behind that you can see the front just explode here. You could see supercells from Vermont down to DC and even into parts of Virginia here. This is right around 6 p.m. And then here is 7 p.m. We could see those storms starting to move into western Massachusetts, crossed over the Delaware and into New Jersey. and heading toward Baltimore and Wilmington, Delaware, as well as Philadelphia. Philadelphia here gets it right around 8 p.m., as well as maybe Springfield, Massachusetts, areas right along the Connecticut River in Vermont, New Hampshire. And eventually we see these thunderstorms start to kind of fizzle out here around midnight, 11 o'clock or midnight. But we could see some fairly active weather here across the Northeast region during the day, Monday, and into maybe even early Tuesday before everything starts to move off the coast there. So what do you think is going to happen with this severe threat? Do you think that this is going to be a bit more major than it seems? I'm kind of leaning that way. I think that the conditions are right, and we are seeing changes here, of course, compared to the discussion here, where Cape may not reach 1,000 joules. We saw here that we have maybe even up to 3,000 joules per kilogram of energy, and we do have our significant tornado parameter and our supercell composite index with some favorable numbers. So the potential is there for some severe weather. That is just my opinion, though. Of course, you know, with severe weather, it's not a perfect science, but it is getting a little bit more. The confidence is a little bit higher now that we could see some supercells and some stronger thunderstorms in the Northeast throughout the day today. So, that is all the information that I have for today. If you found this video informative, consider leaving a like, subscribing, or hitting the bell. But that is all I have for today. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.